see a better one than this.
McKelly,
Oh, Cameroon! From Douala on the Gulf of Guinea to Marua at its northernmost tip. Points between and beyond. Rise and celebrate a moment.
and there's perhaps the greatest of them all. He has now played at 5 World Cups. He's scored at 4 of them. Today he meets Maradona game for World Cup game. The difference, of course, is that Maradona wore the medal that Messi is still missing. Messi, Fernandes, Di Maria, Lionel Messi. Messi's here! That's what they came for! The Magic Man! One more Messi moment, and Argentina are alive. They give
Saka around his man. Saka. Is that a corner or a goal kick? Looks like a.
Hey, what's up people, this your boy Kel Songs, aka Dada Baka Boy, and you listen to Kastle FM 90.3. Kastle FM, the best. Kel Songs say so.
Kastle FM 90.3, Cape Coast, Johnston Street.
Hey, what's up people, this your boy Kel Songs, aka Dada Baka Boy, and you listen to Kastle FM 90.3. Kastle FM, the best. Kel Songs say so.
Kastle FM 90.3, Cape Coast, Johnston Street.
Hey, what's up people, this your boy Kel Songs, aka Dada Baka Boy, and you listen to Kastle FM 90.3. Kastle FM, the best. Kel Songs say so.
Kastle FM 90.3, Cape Coast, Johnston Street.
Hey, what's up people, this your boy Kel Songs, aka Dada Baka Boy, and you listen to Kastle FM 90.3. Kastle FM, the best. Kel Songs say so.
Kastle FM 90.3, Cape Coast, Johnston Street.
Hey, what's up, people? This your boy Kel Songs, aka Dada Baka Boy, and you listen to Kastle FM 90.3. Kastle FM, the best Kel Songs say so.
Kastle FM 90.3, Cape Coast, Johnston Street.
Hey, what's up, people? This your boy Kel Songs, aka Dada Baka Boy, and you listen to Kastle FM 90.3. Kastle FM, the best Kel Songs say so.
Kastle FM 90.3, Cape Coast, Johnston Street.
Hey, what's up, people? This your boy Kel Songs, aka Dada Baka Boy, and you listen to Kastle FM 90.3. Kastle FM, the best Kel Songs say so.
Kastle FM 90.3, Cape Coast, Johnston Street.
Hey, what's up, people? This your boy Kel Songs, aka Dada Baka Boy, and you listen to Kastle FM 90.3. Kastle FM, the best Kel Songs say so.
Kastle FM 90.3, Cape Coast, Johnston Street.
Hey, what's up, people? This your boy Kel Songs, aka Dada Baka Boy, and you listen to Kastle FM 90.3. Kastle FM, the best Kel Songs say so.
Kastle FM 90.3, Cape Coast, Johnston Street.
Hey, what's up, people? This your boy Kel Songs, aka Dada Baka Boy, and you listen to Kastle FM 90.3. Kastle FM, the best. Kel Songs say so.
Kastle FM 90.3, Cape Coast, Johnston Street.
Hey, what's up, people? This your boy Kel Songs, aka Dada Baka Boy, and you listen to Kastle FM 90.3. Kastle FM, the best. Kel Songs say so.
Kastle FM 90.3, Cape Coast, Johnston Street.
Some more Ewujumedia Isomidin Eden Miss Ruby Adams make out sound of pay. Yes, stream me live on Facebook, Kastle 90.3 FM Cape Coast. Join the show no Facebook, never show no live or her like, ne share for comments, bra. Here can kind Eddie amount Ewujumedia so and now you wait for night into an end. The whole we are say and in boy Remu Ewo Etihad Sports Stadium, Manchester City up against Real Madrid and Nefedia Crow. This interesting game, so this is the first leg. We no said the elimination stage, you know. Yes, and the one sano into more ball group face new year, you know. More torso and Krona copy meduno nine, and ya pair one more air boy, yeah, drawn as a Man City. FC Real Madrid ahead of the game. Super Carlo Ancelotti wakasa fan ho Pep Guardiola and so akasa ene ho nkoma hodo pia e ba no ye de beba. Other interesting games to dra wo France affair wo hono no so betumi abaso ne ade Juve wo game ne Dortmund ne ade wo nyina wo games na ye bete ho ensem no bi e wo dwumade ne so ama no ne ene se de on the Champions League day no ye wi after a foreign discussion we have about 4 matches. Yes, only 4 games. Into no, you better ne te every home you are other issues never to us so. Kumasia Santi Kotokone had to folk. Ed Nema Gunkrata so copy mu na ewo efa kache na sema hodo a mode koye no ye bedi ebi wodwumade super papa very interesting issues and Kotokone had to folk me no Oma raising man for Kasafa who says some of the issues Oma raising no nya dia was say ye others are also saying otherwise near dia no ye bedi nkomo nya ntia Robert Mensah Park no ene efe no e de tabo ato so because never back me ni be ho no am hu ni say enkoye into Robert Mensah no omo de omo nsa kan e be di san nkomo no hanma pe say emu nsachemu ni party say e dia na mpesa dwarfs and say na teams a omo use Robert Mensah no omo ye ansa no manya kwanya si akan ho that issue a eboboba no e be di ho nkomo ni bi enso wodwumade ne so small do na ba sports minister ura ne din e de Kofi Adams o kan sempi e da fa Ghana ye sports ne ho nyina ho nsem ne de bi e de ba on the show enne 11th February ntine FA Cup draw no teams beat is Kotokone Hearts more ma qualify to the next round no behu opponents e wo hanum se ani nyina no ye de emu chichemu no e de beba on the show anopai mamenya predictions on all the games are Ebaso and then on 0244 743 143 0244 743 143 for our messages ne fa hobra say WhatsApp message say text message you know or the fa hoba ebaje bracken kan nyina on the show for you.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
As the Kessian Koma, Abuafano pay your master snatch media de brew, Betway, Betseba of Fano, Eguswaya, Jananasu, ye papa pen, never could see mu. Betway, and it was sell called betway.com.gh or call, Neko Betty be our now betting games no coso. Now much is nibby 150 per se, yes, stubborn. Me say Betway for Nankasa Bay games next in chain. The rest of the games will continue for you to win your bet. So we say, even on multiple losses, you can still get your bet back and more. A Betway nkwa and abenya because bet saver offer no exclusive to Betway. Terms and conditions apply. Betway force get way more. Now minka was saying Gary Sokins no. I am very, very easy because Kibo 4-in-1 naba, Gary ni woho, sugar gum, milk womb, and the other groundnuts and so account to sugar cap or now bone more. Wouldn't so gusua. One I will call Sokins nan why and bueno. Very easy, very sharp. Cra now I am ready for you into bay Gary Sokins and one Kibo 4-in-1 no, and I may come for Ediama drivers no maids, come market, they are calling officers. Teachers obia betumenya bi because easy see NY we na wadi wadi akwa ni mo fredi mpanyefo di gibi kofie na obia entumi eni bi Kibo 4-in-1 Gary Sokins no na makanfo ede amawo ama Sokins no aye very easy. Last on the coast Valentine emre no edra sa Friday aye shasie. Last on the coast Valentine Friday aye shasie 7 p.m. till you drop bra bedi asa bejiweni. Oh, but 300 cedis for double. The BMC said double no. The pamunu and your couple double. See, you bet me no down for a barco. Bet me a girls too. Me a boys too. And bet me a double. Mobile 300 Ghana wine on the table for you and a single. And so a year 200 cedis. Yeah, we are Saturday no. A Valentine pool bash. Ye beji and ye papa man buy a free. Mema buy 100 Ghana pet. Be a baby and soon see table no so one on 8 p.m. till you drop. On Sunday, 16 February no, last fanfare. You shall say 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Drinks, any local foods. Inti mutio, banku, fufu, kokonte, TZ. There now pay local food be anoba. Ubenye be to me di honum until last on the coast Valentine no. Friday, Saturday and Sunday no. The shuttle den Bacano of Ola Road. Hona kwa last on the coast Valentine no. Ebe to me abasto. Let's meet there and have fun. Yaba kwa manone. FKK diaba corner fence mahodwa. Wabwa no what to me Eddie Atudra. Games I would to draw with the UEFA Champions League in the and the biggest of all the Real Madrid against and I say the Manchester City at home against Real Madrid. And they almost say Madrid for say City for no fin. City say Monsu match no honye tine when the carry the day. Near fin ye ana near onosu nachi honye no ena oba carry the day. Ancelotti ko win in the first leg no. And Man City in the second leg and the first leg meto dwa nyame adma next week Wednesday near about second leg na we are then the draw for the next stage Liverpool mo Barca mo a omo ya ade no omo gina nchen omo be join ye ntina no ye and then ochina no omo wura mu the elimination stage no a chese nei the 9 to the 24th position no and omo ball mo ho an ye selected the best no to join the best. I Liverpool, ne Barca, money Arsenal, money Inter Milan, mono, any Aston Villa, mono, mako join you, Muntine, Man City, any Madrid bebo. Maminya message on 0244 743143. Kumasia Sante kono has a folk extra. Sampa Pole wono, and abe bio many. Pole any wono, abe bio many. I'm a man who say, now F is an Effie. Yaka say. A president without a nation. How can you be a president without a nation? Intino, how can you be a president of an association without a clubs? Kodokone Hearts, Pole Wono, Afena Abeti Womani so. Mama clubs, you can't montiasi and kitten or buying chebiano or more abe famofo. They will come to the Crossport Stadium. You will protect them for them to play their games. Muko mkroma no ma sa charge big gate fees we are you see treat him very bad afei na Polywood no abe clear omo eyes to see clearly say indeed they are big clubs and they deserve better. You better sound come on the show. FK Katnas, you come on near Banafi. They are catching yet media as well. So
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
Mr. Frederick Kwabna Kusi FKK. Good morning.
Good morning, Ruby.
Yeah, I'm going to pay.
Radiadum.
Yeah, Denya say.
Denya.
Oh, Nyamiadum. You were hey, Obrano, no. Osman. Okay. Young common on him, right? Young comrade.
Yeah, come on it near the 7 at the Kastle 90.3. Champions League is back. A resume into your bedroom now for your CC. So we a knockout phase. More prepare now for Marco Cupium. A warrior run of 16 clubs in be air trail on TV Romana yet in 7 to me at the abroad and say live on Facebook and to bet me a journey show no now commenting on the buyer can kind the amount call App Store Play Store now and a audio app and also aqua download and also a teaching bench over here Kastle 90.3 FM social media platforms na Kenya so no rama na where timia follow your your friend empire ramu na ye ntimi mbobon nsem no so ntimi emfa emo ye be hyase your free Champions League fixtures no say dem kan wasem no na ye timi abobo boss na ansa na enra games bi so etimi ba so kopiem e Spain La Liga game back when so 80 me by omu from Real Mallorca tena fish kan bako Osasuna and so 80 me etisa kano na Syria no no ena International Milan and so echi Fiorentina twom kan you ema Fiorentina so eti mo bako abranti efrane Mandragora ono enete kan bako and so ema Fiorentina wabra na enokokopio mo dia Pongrasic ono eshe ongo edi Emma Inter ansana ne Marco Anatovic and so eshe winning goal no edi ama International Milan sane kopie mu ewo ho na FA Cup games no ebia ba so na urama weekend no be Friday Saturday Sunday ba so na enra eka ba kwa na so mu eyi efruanum Crystal Palace etwa Doncaster ekotwa mekanum yenu ema mo so ntimi antibi Munoz Daniel Munoz obogoni bi so ena Diveni and so eshe winning goal no de pie so edema Crystal Palace boboko no yenhwe ene said yesi El Cobreswa about 5:45 p.m. Champions League no ade omo so na omo atia no ewo ho no omne PSG na ebowe two French clubs and a day bueni Juventus 8 p.m. normal continue many PSV and Hoven ebo Manchester City at Nefi Etihad normal so any Real Madrid bobo kono so etimi abo Sporting CP egogopium ewo Portugal hono mo etna Stadio Jose Alvalade now mo so any bobo from Borussia Dortmund and so edi a win time so ewo honom na FA Cup no and na Exeter etnefi na 8 p.m. so any Nottingham Forest and so etimi ayi game no edi every hontie na we games how do be aba so ene aya bo akire edi amount ewo jumedie no so yengura mu na ensem how do aka no so yentimi mfa toa so na kokopiem Paris Saint-Germain almost squadless America akopiem Bressois French one man no di game no edi a piece no goalkeeper Arantia friend Donnarumma opiemu ewo sanso ena Safomov ono so epiema sana tennis and so etimi account defenders no Akraf Hakimi Kipembe Ebombi Pacho Eborom Nuno Mendes Abrantia friend Lucas Hernandez sanso na Marquinhos Berardo omunyina no yembrantia Romo defense no omo ewon Luis Enrique so edi omo midfielders no Abrantia friend Mayulu obipiemu ewo Lincoln in sanso ena Fabian Ruiz Vitinha ena Joao Neves wemo yembrantia mfimfi onom so no ombeda dom ewo animo no entratofo no due opiemu ho Bradley Bacola ni din ewom sanso na Vika Kwalashkelia sanso na kokopiemu dia Goncalo Ramos ni din wom ena Osmani Dembele ɔno nso etimi ebowura mu ɛwɔ no de sansɛm no so etimi adua brow ɛwɔ dwumadie so on Kastle 90.3 FM. Real Madrid almost squad list no to eye Etihad ukokopima omonso etimi edi omodia no by goalkeepers no Thibaut Courtois, Lunin Andre Sansona Sergio Masri wemu mrantia mienso omonso ebomu akọ defenders no Jesus Vallejo Fran Garcia, Ferland Mendy, Jacobo Sanso ena branch friend Raul Asensio, Lorenzo wemu so mrantia nkitinkiti bi omkika ka ho amo ekwa kopium midfielders no Jude Bellingham, Eduardo Camavinga, Fede Valverde, Luka Modric, Aurelian Tchouameni, Abrantia Feno, Ada Goulet, Dani Ceballos, Sanso Ena, Chema, Ononso so a young talented player, Okakofano with you team no Edino Ababishim, attackers no, another strikers no, Vinicius Junior, Kylian Mbappe, Lotin, Rodrigo Goes, Endrich, Abrantia Fen, Brahim Diaz, Sanso Ena, Gonzalo, we almost see Abrantia, Carlo Ancelotti, Ediomonim, Ediom Kwakopium, Etihad. Any game no so ebetimi abaso ewo prior to the game no and coaches no and so etimi jepene ekasa de fire games are abaso no di kan yen coach no Pep Guardiola netena fie na afaton sa e de Real Madrid boboko no eno na yebusa no say de so money Madrid game no kwa rivalry na sen na ohusa game say de amanfo e kana say ya koye second El Clasico na ogituma na.
Definitely. There are a few clubs in Europe that for the history, for everything, always it doesn't matter where. In a group stage, on the knockout stage, always is difficult. We have not done, how we said, quite well in group stage, so we deserve to be that we are. So the draw is the draw and accept the challenge.
Pep, the last 3 years you've met Real Madrid in the competition, and each time whoever's won this particular tie has gone on to lift the trophy. But is this the great Champions League rivalry of this current era, Manchester City and Real Madrid?
I don't think so. We are in this, I would say in the last years, yes. So we play 4 times together. We have a good result, bad result. Well, we won 4, draw 3, lost 1, but at the end it was 2-2 go through. So in terms of the last decade, yes, yeah, maybe, because it's not normal to play in the same rival all the time. But in terms of history, Champions League, at the end we cannot compare, to be honest. So against Madrid or Bayern Munich or Barcelona or Milan or this time of groups, elite groups that we have not been from the history, you know. In the last decade we have been around, but of course in the last years, I don't know, the draw all the times we play against them.
Yes, you know, Shannon said the draw no is CFA no Omonama. No more question crofui omofaha Madrid for se mini enti omo ne omo tashia panti omo kasa no se rivalry no e was rosan so omo tani omo hia no se ampa ono omo agitum san se omo ne Madrid hia prebebre in recent times na mum say o compare in terms of history couple of trophies omo age doson obebo Madrid o de Bayern beka o de Inter beka ho Barcelona o de omo nyina beka ho ba no sa ne dia City for entimi embe omo na mum so omo hia mu abonde oni Madrid game no ade ano the Sansem na Kali on Okaso are prepared for the game as Abram so mukwa ye from Yobisano, some Madrid attack no obede no aswano Vinicius ni Mbappe ni Rodrigo goes in ye Judun so etatona seno who's attack no.
Listen, we are not being consistent. What defined that team in the last decade is we are incredible machine every 3 days. So otherwise we cannot win 6 Premier Leagues in 7 years and do the incredible trophies that we won. And after we can win, lose because the opponents are good, but we are not being consistent. So that's why, of course, we can perform well tomorrow. Of course, we can perform well in Madrid. Of course, we can perform well until the end of the season. But before I can tell you, okay, it's going to happen that now, I don't know how it's going to react because the reality is one. So we concede a lot of goals. Always we're a team like through our game, we don't concede much in terms of goals and chances for the opponent. And this season, for the reason that everybody knows, we are there. But at the same time, I will not deny how trust with the players that gave us the incredible decade, all of us, like winning a lot of things and playing a higher standards, and I know we are capable of. So of course we're going to prepare today and talk with the team what we are going to challenge, and hopefully we can perform well.
Real Madrid obviously had a very good attack when they came here last year with Vinicius and Rodrigo. Obviously now they've added Kylian Mbappe to the team as well. How highly do you rate that
that front three, and what will be the key to combating them?
But it's impossible in 90 minutes, 180 minutes or 200 minutes, depends extra time to control these four players. Everybody knows, so I don't say anything new. They are exceptionals, so how they combine, how the runners, the ability in 1-against-1, how they keep the ball, so all four they are exceptional, so everybody knows it. So have to reduce his involvement as much as possible, knowing that is going to happen, accept it. So I'm not expecting, because they have the courage to play, they have, of course, when they decide to play long balls they are good, but after they have the ability, it doesn't matter what happens, to be present with the ball, it doesn't matter the opponents are close, they have the ability to keep it and make an extra touches and extra passes, and when that happens, of course, they can run, they can combine the shortest passes with the movements in behind. So we know it's going to happen, but in the same time we are going to try to impose our game, to be involved less as possible with the ball, and be smart, and especially in the first leg, the way you have to play. It's important to read what the tempo basically we have to play to get a good result for Bernabeu.
Yes, I know. And some Pep Guardiola at the FA, what I'm saying, team now, and a normal team this season. Your man, you consider a lot of goals. So many opponents to be women's opponent to be more dear and yeah. Or the no crab cancer, name of the Quam Faso, a concede goes and a Quam Faso defending on a dear and boy a crying. No Hojuma and no say, and a game of the mother there bono, obey Timia, your car attack, and so once them say. So any team he about 90 minutes, 200 minutes extra time. Only a mobile bed, then so because will be who do a more bromo and she go. Sans or matters no and what true, and to way and ya at the full floor, a dear Madrid team no, a warm home, and to way be before Frobia or expect anything different. Said the attack and national, Sano nim so more a day, a babanemo is up to a Man City for some mobile mu game or mu enim. Now for months sweat me impose your more into the game, now more at me aye and your man right. Dear here, and it's almost ebenya sa confidence and I know and sama. Pep Guardiola so timi the abani obisan say there so beja tumson na underdog so ahead of game or more bo so mo bo Etihad the so obeka sa say marry for who dey chom ojitumana.
When you've met each other the last couple of years, it's felt like quite a finely balanced tie, maybe 50-50. Do you feel a little bit more like underdogs this time, and perhaps the pressure is on Real Madrid more so than in the last couple of years?
I don't know. So I think both teams had the problems in terms of injuries during the season. I think Madrid handled it much better than us, because still is top of the league and fighting against Atletico Madrid, that show again one more year the consistency that they have. And Barcelona right now maybe is one of the best Barcelonans in not that period. So we're playing this season is playing exceptional, and we can compare in the all Barcelonas, and still with that Madrid is leader. So with the problems that we had, so at the end they are a huge competitor, so we know it, we faced many times with them, and how in the tough moments they bring the best of them, we know it, and of course we have to make 2 good games to go through.
Yes, Yentene so me qualify I go through there. Also mu enya 2 good games. Omo boy Etihad ne omo wi next game or Santiago Bernabeu na so nkobo modern na emom no hwa beginning of the season omo 2 teams no be anya the problems through injuries. Now share Madrid for na ekwan mo fa so e manage omo de na asomo ade sanse na ekwa La Liga no omo enedi kan e wo emfa se Barca enya one of the good teams e wo mo anka so omo era no no still Madrid for no LED Atletico for no ade Madrid for no LED na wo City for na omo ntimi antoto enyome ye no ti na sa difference no e wo ho no me no so no ode sansem no so timi dia ba yenko Abrantia Fene Ruben Diaz ono defender at Man City Bobo Kono Diaz is also yebusa no wo game so no say ne season no obeja tum say ankoya na o say obetimi aka say oba City no we your toughest season ono so ahu.
Yeah, well, I think since I've been here, maybe the most difficult season so far till this period. But I'm a firm believer that even on the most difficult scenario, the most difficult beginning, you can still do something and achieve something beautiful in the end. And right now, we're still in that position. Obviously, we know how difficult our opposition is and how difficult our way will be to get there. But I think it's a question of believing in what we have in the dressing room. And we have loads of guns. We just need to use them the right way. And with the right belief, we are able to do anything. Different to call it intensity. If you look at the Premier League, it's difficult to match that intensity. Obviously, it's one of the toughest opponents you can come across in the Champions League, but the game is different and the game is more versatile maybe than any other. But yes, we definitely know very well what we're up against and what we must push on. And yeah, I wouldn't say this game can either be the most intense or not. It depends on where it ends up going, but it's definitely one of the toughest games you can have, most surely.
Yes, yetene ojitum say omu season o man sha se the most difficult one oba city no wa witness say na emom no emre nyom mu aye de no samre na so no ugidi a obetimi aye nyoma pa amankunimdie nso so etimi ede aba nti omo ewo weapons no de aka ene so ombehu weapon no eyusu so ho akode no de bi o de aka ne so ombehu akwan befa so de aye adwuma na afi omo nso so etimi edi nkunim ono nso ye nsama wo timi ede eto so se Madrid ampa wohwe Premier League omo eboya omo hiehyia ye toughest opposition sa na Madrid nso so etie so no mbo Champions League na omo enimbo ye pa omo no den a game a bit difficult e de ama City for no nenso ometimi nyagidie se nyoma betimi akonkan de amom yobusa no se Mra Rodri eje eye Ballon d'Or no nsem bebre firi mu e ba na sansem no TTB sen e no react to sanso na ene Mbappe oni na hia da sen expectation e sitie we na nwumre no omo e hia bo no.
Being very honest with you, I didn't spend 1 second thinking about if he was disrespectful or not. I was happy with Rodri. I was there. I celebrated with him that night, and I was very happy for him, as I believe everyone at the club was. Didn't really spend my time thinking about it.
Since you last faced Real, they've signed Kylian Mbappe. Can you tell us how different will it be to defend against him, and how do you go about doing that?
Well, we've played against him many times before, and even then he was not just him the main threat. He was Neymar at some point, then Messi as well. So we've had our encounters of teams that have that flexibility in terms of who can make the difference. And in the end, when you get to this level of the Champions League, that's what you get from Madrid or from everyone else. Obviously, we know that they have a special ability to be more flexible than maybe the most of the teams, and that's why we need to be really good and very solid at the back. The more solid we are at the back, the more comfortable we'll be in the game.
Some Timidia Mbappe LPG no sata na Neymar mu nyina ho no wuro ma na Lionel Messi so koka ho City ni omo Asia omo enya the best over them enti wo hwe ni mu say this time around be defend ye e wo chiro no say de be Mbappe no on be keep out from the game and also ensema wo timi edia Rodri edi eje Ballon d'Or no Madrid for anko no say da bi wonu wa huni sa say e disrespectful san say ono de nani eje edi man teammate nti oni nyina no celebrate e ho ena na ne focus ewo no so ensema wo timi dia ba say wanda dwene humpo say ade a Madifo yeye eyobu ena omo kire ya na say nye obu no omo kire no dia wan dwene ho sa no so ensema otimi di twa to yenko Don Carlo Ancelotti say the game on so any City ba no giditum say one of the games abetimi atudin say El Clasico na a difficult game only Pep Guardiola
This is one of the best matches you can watch in Europe right now. What are the keys to tomorrow's game?
Now it seems like a classic because we have been playing and competing against each other for many years, and I think it is going to be the match, a fun match, evenly matched like before. It's very hard to predict what will happen in this match because it will depend a lot on the attitude, the quality, the confidence, the personality of each team.
I'd like you to analyze Vinicius' season.
Well, I think Vinicius' season so far has been very good. We have to take into account that he has suffered injuries twice this season, and that has not allowed him to have continuity. If I'm not mistaken, he has scored 17 goals and provided many assists, and he has been crucial in many matches this season. All of this despite not having consistency due to the injuries he has suffered.
This match is now considered a classic. Do you think the current form of each team plays a role in games like this?
The form of each team is not so indicative, because I believe that everyone has their personal opinion about it. I still think that Manchester City is one of the best teams in Europe. I still think that Manchester City has the best coach at the moment in Europe, and the same it is in this competition. So I still think it's the toughest match we can have.
Yes, and actually say a tough game also on Sabetimi County City ball Pep Guardiola and a coach or experience a woman watcher so say a good coach and today be found say no ma enquire fama a city our Champions League no baby a normal airborne group stage no more bread yeah and I say league form no omo ebrene so bibian science city team no still omo quality sans no coach no one of the best and also yansama where timi adia ba so gitum say o classify no as El Clasico and also so ebetimi aye adwuma ho na so betimi agye atom no so yansama Don Carlo Ancelotti and so at the ekwan nsem no na kopioma and the game no obo na 72 Champions League games for Real Madrid no and Ancelotti say I kobase wantimi an qualify na sama for criticizing obeja to monifika.
You become a legend by reaching 72 matches managed in Europe for Real Madrid. Are you prepared, if you don't advance in this round, to receive all the criticism?
Yes, of course I am. There is no doubt that I'm prepared, especially considering the history I have behind me, which covers me very well. Every time I face a knockout round, there is always a risk that things won't go well. And this risk increases when you face one of the best teams and one of the best coaches in the world, as I've said before.
You are two managers with great careers. What quality does Guardiola have that you would like to have? And what quality do you have that would benefit Guardiola?
What I can say about Guardiola is that he is a coach who always introduces something new to his teams. He has contributed a lot to football with his attacking style, ball possession, and pressing the opponent. He has been and continues to be a great innovator in football, and I have a lot of respect for him personally, and every time we have faced each other, preparing for matches against him has been a nightmare.
Yes, Entine, and we and some of the Amazon Pep Equakushe, nightmare, and so to me at the Mauda that Ojuna Insiso, and also and some Calanchurati about Pep Guardiola, the opponent team no coach, and also so Abaso Ewohonum say game no a difficult game. Nito Jitrum says no man kui am famana 72nd game, and as a European game. Champions League game now ball with a Real Madrid club no inti say want to qualifier our rich record history e back no inti akobane sa as a bay failure no so yan sama what me dia ball Rodrigo the goals and also a player on City boy otimi omuye papa in the last 5 games our boy ti omro wa share 4 goals now share 40 games in the Champions League wa share 24 goals next Abranten Champions League no nimbo omo friend Mr Champions League now no so akasa kakra Edifa game no always our Spanish and I translate here and so etimi edema yedi kan obisa no say ne na special night edema no our Champions League game there ben soronko ene ano wo say obaba be boy Champions League na.
He spoke to us, and we've seen the importance that we have in terms of the team to be able to make the difference. So I think if those playing behind us see that we're running well, we're defending well, I think that's contagious. So he spoke to us, and in the second half I think we were much better in that derby game, and I hope and I believe that that's the key for us to play the remainder of the season. Well, I was speaking maybe a couple of days, speaking to Federico Valverde, and we were watching that game again when I scored those 2 goals, and I asked him if we'll ever go and have an emotion like that in our lives. It'll be very difficult because what happened in that game without doubt was the most special night of my career. I don't know if it will happen again. I hope so. Even better nights, but definitely that was the best moment in my career.
Yes, in today's game about Wednesday 4th May 2022. Now I'm say dia City for no take lead. Now first like no ma koye dia momo. Now munim so mo wia ne sa anche ena Rodrigo the goal se be mo by 90 minutes or take no 90 plus 1 or the bako kan ho ansana Benzema share winning goal no 90 plus 5. And no ho 7 na waka so ne Freddy Valverde edidi nkomo na mo be omo hwe na mo reflect on that game no say bi betimi asibie ma na eno so ye nsema Rodrigo goals and so etimi edi eba na ye no ena yesa ebusa no say challenge no eti say san say omoni one of the finest side ene babishia ewo sa knockout and I say playoff phase no.
It's the same difficulty as always when you play against them. And first and foremost, we play the first game here, so there's lots of pressure on our players. We know it's going to be difficult as always, but I think we need to have the mentality that we had last season. That will be key to getting a good result here. I don't think it was just us. I think all of the teams who come here to play, they suffer because of the characteristics and the quality of their team. They always have a bit more of the goal. That could happen tomorrow. But also, given our quality, we can have a little bit more of the ball. We always try to do what the manager tells us to do in terms of attacking and defending, and I'm ready for whatever comes.
Yes, game na nwana menitu ya mishi na se okasa na se ni go no first second or tie no aba second one so asaba na se sabre ye hunsem no ye timi adema on Kastle 90.3 FM Rodrigo goes and on also etimi akasa de fan say one of the difficult games obe expect say on side betimi aka wo this stage UEFA Champions League no na players na pressure mo so be deliver na Madrid nti o so mo ko na mo so deliver no so yansama wo etimi edia ba won sem from transfer Barcelona Barcelona for so more prepared I ready say nay around here friend Rafinha Ombemano a new offer where a contract extension now for more increasing his salary no so timi edi amano eno ensema eno so abayasi enche negotiations no ebetimi ahyiase ne current contract na bend 2026 don't person more extended beyond that and also ensema e free honum so timi edi ba International Milan omo asane Peter Susich sa brante no so ombra be boamo wa bra o arriving afi okwa ni medicals and so edi amomo abrante hye so a Croatian midfielder 14 million euros a fixed fee more edge and son of 2.5 and also be add-ons edi ama Dynamo Zagreb any former club and also yen and also so free more edi Eba International Milan ho asem sana esiete member transfer so name Jack Grealish so akasasa last year adia or have a difficult moment we na brabom as a footballer nyoma nkoyi amfa man also or try so betimi get it back to any best now waboa Man City with a lot of goals and assists and also yensema Jack Grealish and so timi edi aba we sansem no mu honoma yetimi diama na Ronald Arroyo onim say weekend okoko prior wa bra Omo elbow game reporter neba and so betimi a Mexico games between 3 and 4 weeks no Barca for confirm sa branch no bentimi mpo aya available nyakopo yad mo chna mu game obebo no so etimi abobi edi amomo eno so yensema free hoba ma confirm edi amount Diogo Dalot Manchester United and we see kan ya right back e wo honum enyoma nkoyi emfa ma no so otete nsem bi na otia na ne ya sasa manfo se anticipate ne so a eya na onye na kumam embo emfama Manchester United o se da bi enya no kra otete sansem na eha ne yie pa na mum no betimi akase with Ruben Amorim no as a coach owogidie se Manchester United so betimi win Premier League title ne bi na no o se ya realistic se betimi a happen na mum de hia ene so omo so ebetimi overcome this difficult moment omo so ewom no Diogo Dalot eno no so edi sansem no so etimi dia ba Joao Felix Inter for anase AC Milan for no be ba be catch nra so munya on be extend their branch and stay beyond a loan dealer for 6 months nobody amom no so confirm ya no pay sampa a loan pe e no kwa koboy be ni de senka loan no bend no na AC Milan for any Chelsea for timi strike a deal no so etimi aka ho ili na watimi Asia kan dia momo no so okwe no on di na fua bebre na so no o fili the environment any sa work coming mpo note omo edema no messages ahodo an sakan no amano afili kru no mu na obetimi akase Interfor no person mo sign no ginu ya na mumfa na amfa eno na ma Milan fo so no etimi fa ho ekokofa no so de sansem no etimi ade amayen ewo honom na ye toa so kakra bi enso ade amawa Chelsea one midfielder 20-year-old Andre Santos Abrante no born the Enshadan fight there nanso no wa weba kete Abrante de na tunu kukum asabra man for congratulate no ebona baso say no betimi aboa hye ne krane no so bibia akonkan ediaman just 20 years nanso wa wo sanse sika ofie eno ye nsem efi ho no ebana Lucas Vazquez ono so betimi a mix both first and second leg Champions League game at Madrid and Man City kwa kobono yes Abrante no so enya injury setback ai nei on shedan tnafi nche so these 2 games no ontimi embo emfama Real Madrid boko no and also yensama efri ho by Jude Bellingham Eduardo Camavinga Abrante efena Aurelien Tchouameni Luka Modric Endrich wemo players a enei game eba so mumu bia eje yellow card on be me say the next leg no and as a second leg on be boss Santiago Bernabeu nti sa players on betimi ahweye ewo ho Hansi Flick so say oni Ansumani Ansu Fati etimi atwetwe enkomo say na bibia be konkan edi amano na mo so oka no kre oka kira branch ne say anya say oni ne edi nkomo ehye ni nkran nti na eno ano na adwuma na si oka kira say onbon homoden na afini performance no so no entimi enkonkan emfama no pe eni ade a ebema wan so watna Barca bobo kono so no etimi ache o say obetimi akasa branch no oyo on right track a onam kwan so eba ono so betimi aba bebo game Ediama FC Barcelona eno so ye nsem bia efiri honom so efra branche no so ahweye eba Messi so Ediama Aston Villa fenra omo a complete a deal a omo sane abrantia ye friend ye Yasin Oshan or ye Turkish as Sabro no so eba besia kan Ediama from a Kasim Pasa and a 206 born center back 8 million euros and you see no so APM almost add-on so included June 2029 and on contract no and also ebe and the honoma this and 7 so media amount and Barcelona for Macachro so my ready Rafinha more standing it no already Gavi Pedri or more we are Rafinha then so my serious I no so no a capture her Messi so the man now kokopima FA Cup and Amonso etimi ekokoye the next stage me 5th round no Emma opponent no adan ho di ewa ha Preston North omo any Burnley ena elbow Aston Villa any Cardiff City na bebo sanso ena Doncaster Rovers. And I said, Crystal Palace senior qualification in Tene, Crystal Palace any Millwall and elbow Manchester United any Fulham and elbow Newcastle, Asia Brighton and Hove Albion Sansona, Bournemouth and so any Overhampton Wanderers and so be to me abo Manchester City any Plymouth for your mo Liverpool for few mono and ebebo Sanso and Exeter City and I said Nottingham Forest and omo elbow do be winning on Ipswich Town and so ena ebetimi aboa eno ensema efi honom so etimi ade ba eno first weekend of March ena sa FA Cup games in knockout yin so no ebetimi abaso a yetimi asi akire enso ade amount that note yen fam no nsem no NC dia kan to aso fam on Kastle 90.3 FM.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The sports king. The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The sports king.
Kind to draw me intro ni muno se ne yanya ntia se Robert Mensah Park no efe no say temporal air ban no say de be ban no ye de atoso atese me no ka say de nya de be ma clubs ne kwan ma bobo Robert Mensah ho na onim se ba de division 1 no mysterious ebusunya dwarfs AUC youngsters nso AUC but dwarfs ne omani abranka honom no omo hwe metuma abo qualified the aba Premier League ni mu eno nti yenko ebusunya dwarfs camp na fe ye ne the deputy CEO of ebusunya dwarfs Orad Dad Simpson entwetwen ko motia we bi na fe krata omo nsa ka free efe no wo mo ye munchemu ni ehwe the next step dwarfs ebeteki so the be ya omo betuma get Robert Mensah Park back no metumi esia kan eno nti mama Orad Dad Simpson akwa aba wa homa no so na fe ye ntumi ento aso. Good morning sir.
Good morning, Mr. Rudy.
Me wajide sa no pa bibia e boko.
Adam, bibia okay.
Nyada erade ase na dwarfs so no after Sunday defeat no camp to say niema boko de.
Oh, football is the moment man in your band and but yeah, manage. No. Yeah, some people can get 3.2 baby as I.
Okay.
So we have taken it in good faith.
Okay. Now, good faith, you take a bit more. I started writing off because you say no sure I had a point gap between Money All Blacks now. Emuchi and Egustu air train, but Becca said I think I started the second round, you know. Young Coswan hoping for the best. Still, our dwarfs able to qualify to the Premier League. Ghana is over.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. It's not over. Yeah, you ever fight the last match? So that one. What to Mokakashe will be no the man and able to Hakashe be away. Will be Abesha when home. If we can also go to All Blacks, I mean, it's All Blacks Boko other centers. Centers no Boko not that they were first division. They also want to stay in the division. It's one so they won't joke with their point. Into after the second round, they can so. We are working seriously to get the point back now. You close the gap.
Okay. My young call straight into the topic and I say the issue I on board no and running yan into Robert Mensah Park no no the Nensato so say I can say be into me and so first of all say I can say the ban no abma o ma let no kramo quad the ma you see youngsters more and even says strikers and so you see Robert Mensah na only dwarfs and mono manya sa krata no boy munche mu kakra
UCC youngsters is when captain.
Okay.
Or a temporary, like you yourself said, or a temporary close. We will be having a meeting at 10 o'clock with the stakeholders. They will discuss this. Okay, my friend, competition department, club license boss, and the day we are. Now, the only issue you wear a pitch, normally, what by first round we are, what by inspection deal, but unfortunately, this time was a leg in the chair, didn't they go into Muamba for instance, but I think they have pictures of they have refs at all the centers and see what's send one picture. So the advice of woman there, you make sure there by the time I ever bought your next home match, and top dressing, why in here because as they are overusing, and then I'm also they are overusing the pressure. The Saturday before our Sunday game, 2 matches were played there. Aside that, retired football also ball. So just imagine a test that Hamatan won't crack in Sumba more from to park and do. Now you were using left, right, center, share booster games. The way we use training, train one, UCC train one, university train one. So the park is seriously overused. And so, probably by the time next home match, that was the promise the club license officer offered. By the time start from now, you be top dress on the club because my already as a failure, because of overusing I think so we need to fill it again and then put water on it. So so much. So 100% sure that by the time you're there, next home match with Elmina Jackson, the parties ready. But for now, 10 o'clock we have a meeting all day. We'll meet all the stakeholders. So Muntu Radio the decision the NSA will take, I will say it unless we have a meeting maybe that is 10 o'clock.
Okay, my shadow, Minim says Sakrat apart just said the Munya from the club license and board, only the surface, no grass, none of them working on it, right?
exactly portions of them.
Okay.
But that is the only issue. Club license.
At the mamo.
No one here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minim Semanya this letter also there. Ya charged dwarfs for a breach of section 16 of the GFA disciplinary code 19 following their Access Bank Division 1 league game against Park. It is alleged that the club failed to ensure the safety of the match officials of the said game and their supporters behaved inappropriately. You have until Wednesday, February 12 to respond to the charges. I believe Semanya Sakrata win so.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And you know, that's when on crowd time you knew the first one there, just from the club license board, you know, and on a ban was no, but where there was a different issue. I know say that board was for right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now this second when so no what can was saying?
So officials from academy, it's everywhere in football. No, say home team, you know, basically from Zaman Kweyi, and then Miss Ruby, you are at the stadium. When we are talking about so Okada is a security, and then they are not being fair to the police, because as for Ahoba, as for the Mensah, for cheating the home team, you know, yes, they will talk. They will make sure that and stuff like that. But so Okada will and then you have then that means they are not being fair to police. What the one? Yes, or as well, we go do on our you know, Obiala and touch Obiala, and this is normal in football. The Ahobanazi, but if the safety ness or bro one their safety or police couldn't protect them, and then they are not being fair to police. The other police.
Okay. But my name, I'm not sure I said most supporters ne behave inappropriately. My name say how no so no no mo ya adwen and I still I know so na ya robashe na bia.
That's why I'm saying that if a supporter into me share referee Ahoba wa do with na. So that is fine. Ahoba go when they police making sure they will protect one. Yes. And the players supporters will show no but we one quadrating some of us here come home.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so as for that one, unless when you ball me there, we see home team now, supporters will be happy with it. Yes, management is the best. They will protect them, including the Ghana police. No one want to call. But as for the supporters, there's no way you can control. You can't read their mouth. Their mama and shower.
Okay.
So we will respond to it. So we will also write to them.
Okay. Maybe I now because say as a pawn game no now supporters ne say it took some time before so that kind of man kasa mutumi do omo call dressing room but obi ansa nka wo mo enti bi a kakra no magina so nti bi omo de charge mo sa no.
Yeah, I do understand. Yeah, okay. So I don't think it makes sense. I mean, we are at the point of scoring, and the opponent and the player we play when the ball out of when the boxing was to play. Just after that, so as advantage team now rather no only defend as and there on at the point that we were going to score counter attack, and then the supporters. It's like were they blindfolded? They all saw it, so they won't be happy.
Okay. So that okay, I'm not responding now. So I believe say per the okay, more strong case. I'm going to this media qua when we be and
yes, I will make sure we even attach in the letter that BBI police won't be someone.
Okay.
Because they came for an agenda. That's how I saw it.
Agenda say why an agenda?
Agenda say obesisian.
Okay.
Agenda they should go. Man can't go no problem. This will be go na chef. I mean, it was a goal.
Okay.
Before the player charged on the goalkeeper to make sure the ball no up and net. But the goal was scored. The ball crossed the line before player no also follow up.
Okay. Now say we no in all this, still you believe say more supporters no anko overboard per NMCC any adintino ebi on behavior no anko overboard and no it deserve a charge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, jam on nyame yadom watch na more dem response net to me e dia koma efe na. Yeah, we are also hoping say mo be share stakeholders be share 10 a.m. na ma address the issue on Robert Mensah Park. So be am next home game no. But finally, meaning Cape Coast Stadium main stadium I know still available to you
Yeah, CAF we already know what prepare now the CAF inspection or before anything can be done there. Aside that the qualifying because of the qualifying series since they were matches in this war. So CAF from there they are not ready, they will release them a class.
Okay. Right. Uncle Dad, I better was if you are not pay say when you have to train come be any best about na fe yasen ato aso.
That's right, yes.
Alright, that Simpson, the deputy CEO for Mysterious Abusunya Dwarfs and a nay and Rankratam, you never can on Sabaku, Robert Mensah Parker. You say your mama ball host is here because yes, a grass is not in a good state. After so no. Second one says Sunday game on boy no more dying to buy Bonnie BD supporters no. And untino ya charge you much no me you mo many mo ye dia asotwe e be call e dia madwarfs and on a nay ora that Simpson e de mu chechemu no e dia breye.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley.
Kastle FM. The sports king. The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley.
Kastle FM. The sports king.
All right, Osman, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Bibia e wakwa no pay.
Yes, Uncle Ponado.
Nyamia say. Hey, Osman.
Kade. Why the Uncle Ponasi e bodu.
Nyamia say.
Bibia fine. So was who?
Oh, nyamia do.
Yes, the Uncle Ponasi.
Me the ankade.
Yeah. What the nurse sent to no children you put to more recalibration kakra. And you careful and na we will. Say Monday also na me complain each other. I the time about na why we into chama just alarm no kwechiri kakra.
Me fa alarm na. Me fa
alarm no zo obo.
Me fa na adampo mini
obo na esora so yakakra kan.
Minim how you bought alarm no po ebo. Me hunu setting point no. Me fa alarm na ntu nyame adum tuma ni timia. Na say 5:20 hey yaze. America.
Personally, no drive on your mobile no retake Kastle FM.
Okay, that's
and a passenger could be sitting no so kuta ne phone.
Okay.
No so we boy or retake Kastle FM. So put up a message drive no message na no do was na
also
that put me tell.
Odwane dia.
It's no pay when you am just by the way still now to the church one part of our.
Sure. All right, you made come over Jumadi and so you better react to this issue abano. You better catch Champions League Assembly Town. Mr. Wamunya Buche Mame, or Momo Pay also know the Champions League. Eba later on to see. You uses some few minutes a remu issue aba concerning the Robert Mensah park and after dwarf Sunday behavior. I charge you one and rather Simpson aka and Semna Hudu P FKK. Okay. Me who baby mpo me share and from pony baby me fa nko wie near fa nko ye nim FKK.
Yes.
Kasa kakra.
I didn't say share football rules and regulations in the ye nyina agitum meboa. And also ton chanya after game bia no referees match commissioner omo report as stipulated in FA rules and regulations are making available for us all. Yetimi ebiem wehwe if say incident bi ba na so onto ho ase a. And for me per this charge abani nyina enye se FA ni tena ho game bi omo hwe no TV so anase report bi a obi di komo am na mom no FA no asumafo omo so asumamo the match commissioner and also officiating officials no report no de kwai no mo agina so ede sa charge na ba nti said you read no ma nyina no yete sense you read na allowed ma ni pie ma nyina yete say senti ena sa charge ena aba de de ne say eye charge enya asotwe ti omo ka kire omo say suban ene nyoma bi a omo da na di during that said match Busua Dwarfs etine if you Robert Mensah Park ene eye Park Academy boy no enti ese ya ye free mu no ye feel say ene ye mra no mamra no boy bra enu nti no mombra na mbeyi mu ho ano ti omo ama nyame yadomo chena Wednesday so omo enkonom koyi omo ho ano ewo esansem no me pese because enro a mo account ye die si ye bibia e course bia from the supporters end action kakra no mpese omo ekire edema referees committee chairman a okoye and I said dubbed as a match commissioner okokoye na dwuma ewo honum and also official no so ugina and as a center referee no ugina mo no ono so ho nseme baaye ura da cheche mu sisi ade a kire nse oji se on de wakansi so point blank on se ono na asem wo issue kakra ewo ho because if say eno ampo me de kan sema ebia mostly uko elsewhere Europe ana Mikel Arteta what the be example after a game o make a comment about referee bi ebia ne mfom so bi okokoye anase as ono Arteta no susu se referee ne mfom so bi oye so make a comment enye ono kwa nim se ada coaches ni bia ye anya asotwe o cassette referees na omumra ne kire se e so mo twenwa so anase wo so mo twenwa adwen susu so aye mfom so enti as a member of a club na say wo de point black wo ka say referee ne the agenda by say oba be sisi na no may have difficulties kakra because also omo economy wo omo evidence omo de eko omo ko akomeki omo case no strong na omo etimedia ko tinanka me expect say bibi owo bia no ka omo fan hye omo nsem no mo na omo enko ti say otugu ma bontin say a eya na no nso so wo de esi etie obi be peke na wo kirikirem anyhow wono so pe no atimi ade akonti monya akonya nkanyam yad mo chena mo kona so modi mu case akon de na nka me expect say ka sa word no de me feel say harsh for me because so kwa defend ho but obviously waba eno so can be the chess supporters no which defensive stand and now no epeke no or person or protect any team and also any supporters but send ye can no obekwa ko defend ho once ma obekwa ko ka na be ma mo hu say indeed mo na mo ye wrong and I say report on de buy no yen san hwe mu biem na yentimi entrance na yen George oni hu de be free maba I believe say the FA ni person mo chire nyina ne say their supporters ne no some section of supporters no esuban bi omo da na di no verbal words and all that we say ya na ye ka say ya na ye person justifying say but enye bibia o justify enye ye the fact say and ya fan say normal no doesn't mean say sanity and to be here money Lagos City issue dey bia meka verbal thing no so almost say referee no man from sanka no but no attend any say no doesn't mean say right but as you bu ani go so obi wa o de ya na on kahwe obe fan say o normal with us but obi so obe make a strong case with it now with their cop enti omonga do mu bibia no mo enfan ko Robert Mensah na pomo ebania for me if you ask me make say say now picture na wo hwe ball so ya na ma
picture ne de
enye kra nti ba bia na o draw ba say picture active pa dwumadie bebre ene koso but na eni say mo twen ma club license board no ebe prompt mo especially dwarfs mu see account say ho anso na UCC football me boa ti sa two clubs no say e bia ye bane a enhamo but say kabibi prompt mo say ye bane na say be hamo a o say ka that we be say appropriate quarters meaning say metropolitan no NSC we NSC yes enti ma prompt mo together me sure so mo tete mo kakra mo prompt you no mo nye the necessary
no say ya bo first one we are yes I know mo break it so they will use that break no to prepare the pitch no but this time I bo we are na FNT no kwa man so man kwofo kwa am ha kra anti pictures
now said they had they said they bia ye can say me ni Robert Mensah Parky adie huhu bi a wɔsɛ ɔmo kɔyɛ wɔ so wɔsɛ wotwɛn ansa ne abɔ first round bi awie wɔsɛ day biara no because ɔmo wie a ana clubs no can training drafts ɔmo yɛ training wɔ so
before the match be a Friday ɔmo ba Friday
it's Friday nti sɛ wobɔ match Sunday a at least a few days bi wɔ no ma so na wobɛtumi de ayɛ so adwuma na meka coach Freddy deɛ no kan ebia wobɛka sɛ mo de bibia na mo de abrɔfo na ɛyɛ but ɔsɛ after game biara no from the word after the game ya ref na hwese so ɔmo awie no that Sunday no ɛkɔ na no even so ɔmo midweek kɔ a saa 2 days 3 days no ɔmo nsa wɔ so a ɔmo yɛ adwuma because ɔmo afa expert ɔmo make sure so ɔmo business ne sɛ anytime biara club no any game biara no so a second po no mbenya on be pitch ne so akwa adwuma and it's all person will keep the pitch in shape there and it's all say all the activities ni na nkoso nwie ansana yakwa here is the case as I say yentimi ambeki which on blame club ni bebre there me have said the authorities no and I this sense no I was say at least and it's all mo twema de no say kra so no maka so mo kwa adwuma at least say nye mpo the second round mpo na betwa ebia ya bo game some month bi wo ho mo betimi akoso no makwa yeso adwuma but some kasa mo betwan ya ade a no kan hamatan mu ne wo no and indeed pitch no wo hwe so a enye kura o
na efense UCC fo no so eye gusa games no so schools no do na ba have use enti ni na ka ho bi na de na bedu state way all right FKK me that's man bremo na yenye kakra
I will be me feel FKK wa kan nyina and mo so mo kan nyina me ba ya adwene na mo so mo ka bi I'm going to rehash the same points now. But then I think that on the part of the conduct necessary, now Mr. Sude should have learnt a bit of a lesson. I was saying that my camera had it there. Yeah, the situation now. I come a ball a week ago. Actually, Antas and Papa Man, Ghana Premier League, you know, is on hold. Until if going to any venue, Biano was one annual was about to form, especially areas I will feel that the Monko freezes one sense of mercy. And I really trust me. Robert Mensah is one of those notable areas. If you feel there, I want to tie a flashpoint when it comes to hooliganism. It was anyone was busy to honor. And it's Miss Manyama see or quite now. After you couple the game, no now supporters need be section of them on your one yinara. Vast majority after the game they were disappointed in their own club, in their team, into a point in a walkway. But it be more now we feel there. Referring one you want in the year no, and one of they had issues now once opera watch there maybe am koye inti referee since the ndenya kan wa hade after the game no wojina pitching for getting to by 10 to 15 minutes ansa na Uncle Bob no any police for no wotum na wo be try one best or be squat on akọ dressing room ansa na what the police reinforce be phone when you won kwe inti this one since Miss Ruby I feel there now on tray it's no dwarfs for we need to learn supporters no ball no yes or your emotions. But as why you know say this so when why you catch with him now no so kosi aka no the performance on the day no not then anka that is no work go bi and a referee no kwakwaji we Ruby boy nya na your park on bi yes since let be see but number no yes no they were attacking but no one do stage abaka drafts the go na referee no preventive the play from going on sankram no see ze anka na ke botwere mumfo yin de yenso ye kan wo fiade there yes e be anka advantage no ko botum na anka wabo because they were in the process of attacking, which is very much true. But I can't prevent you from not scoring a goal. I want Ruby, yes, and Kakada Majatum. Goal is something that I came had. Maybe I'm a Matina. No, I didn't see it. Then I also say in hindsight of watching a replay from the cameras, you know, and he's also saying something different. So good thing, and then the GFA cameras were there. Into what now reviewing the game, you know, we show the drafts. We show go another one.
But Osman, so we say go mponi anya. Debio, say man no motem side honum after the game now your game no
yes
I saw majority leaving the stadium
of course majority
and kakana kind mo do team no to the extent say yes still cross them component you don't have any right the be make the ball no yemfa koma won't ne memma park
yes say
yes no you are going to prevent the referee from entering the dressing room anyone say see anyone say see that be uncle Bob and I was obedi animu no anyone say see anyone say see
I mean put me feel the drafts were yes to some extent the inner perimeter when boy and farm supporters no but later no no now the agitation is no they force themselves into the inner perimeter and when I me feel the baby so or che to me hwe nyama ye enti them police issue security issues no and they be and I'm happy then they discuss kotoko no onye hearts for one joint statement no if a police from the same locality now they feel somehow closer to the team home team than away team no enti no baby no ye be enti o like adesika kakra but if I win or now nobody knows him in the town. That is it.
Of course.
That is it. Because it's that shouldn't be the case. But Ruby, I just want to question. This is what is panning out in our league. It's based on what work and so obey. Yeah, for police for baby. They want from because when you check a with the home team and I don't be anymore. Obey them professionally. Now we film no work. But your best supporters. No, I'm not charge because as a Messi. Definitely they will try to make an escape go from any person in there.
And besides, GFA referees manager.
Yes.
On a bar as an MC.
Send the next one system.
No, me so just in you see what has happened.
Yeah, supporters your best one. Sometimes you may nyabute. That impression I prefer can from one home team Nankasano do. Place the ball around, you know. They don't know what patch out. Because when you the ball boy on Sunday, you know, no so into at this juncture Ruby, me sure they are going to buy already Nakasa person was a page Nakasa on your way to.
But next game I'm more quite waiting, you know, maybe that period.
Yes, they are finding what come with dwarfs.
Yes. Some go home.
I say you say about to my ball, but already Nakasa was a temporary ban for the pitch because pitching in a good condition. Okay. So they need to find a new place.
But all said dwarfs next home game.
No, must say next home game. No more. They say they will play at Robert Mensah because from and then after meeting they are going to work on the pitch.
Yes. And I'm making address you say dwarfs now they can't. And no more quan the boss.
Okay, of course.
I think I agree. Many if any yarding.
So much charge dwarfs.
Yes, what charge dwarfs? Yes, I mean 1 yarding. But then sometimes if you suppose one train maybe once what normal clubs and wear them because club will preconceived idea there. If any point be or bano, bibi record or honor machinations be record baby. International by an agent there. I think we say you component. We lose a 3 points. We lose the point already. Into what can they get? That is a problem. Into the back can say if once what's one some of these things already see. But on a human institution, Ruby, and you'll be 100%. Definitely, you get 1 or 2 people be a they are going to go to the extreme, And it's a club somebody very smarter. All the baby they should own those hooligans in the out. So I'm catch you know be green. Baby, Moria or what number you already. So a management member. So I have a pedraft starts a dead cramp now. You don't have any right to go and beat a referee. You just don't have that right, Until Korea Damono and Uncle Police from Watson. One from the police station. No one bailing. Until Kadrafs and Casual report to the corner. As a fan or the Mazano. Yes, I can. At least they won't ban Numpona and they are fine Pono.
But they even say so be and be who be how would they even arrest someone?
Uncle Dad is your best. Yes, verbal assault and those Yaman me feel there, yes, go for Casa Baby. But then to that extent, they will hold the referees on hostage, And
I say, and what that's my who or no, Yanina, and then my who yan bet my baba can. Even the match commissioner and Casano, a friend say, ensure bed 2 crown with the trouble, almost trying to sue me, Nina, but Nina no, sir. To them sending Yano or him say, I saw no referee da. So I thought, say, be a what the referee or Bahada into a near say, oh, dear. But so no what's running now.
Let me say that come asking for instance. Not on or a wide spreader. Most of them know what you can put 2, 3 because I counted almost about 3 incidents moving the water to water bottle. And I didn't look a pitch in the do. Even from the fans standing pono, no record, but no on those. But to be no supporters man yet no. When you now come with Pacondi, the master Germany. So it means a bit more on they are conscientized there. This shouldn't be the action.
More supporters no.
Remember, science utitia. Opa ko back na ko first me kai pa otoba ko pekura ye be charge.
Yes.
Otoba ko pa ye be charge o. Enti anya de papa. Say nipa half kura say bi nipa half nim. But the person me chance say nipa ba ko pekura na to ya. Wafum ayemra.
Of course, if you can make it is honors on the clubs there.
Absolutely, me no ya adwena na make to so. Say first no mo ye.
Say no mo jai. Police officers nifu krom ha. na dwarfs for no kwa de
on chobia
enti no mama has met ma fa ba 5 calls be on this issue na fe ya ba be di Champions League ne ho enkomo dwarfs stadium no ne ya said grass no enye in good state enti Robert Mensah no omunye nsiesie ansa na mama kwanya be ball no de da hanom na emom no Sunday game no dwarfs yes supporters amoba stadium no moda suban boni bi adi ne sa ne nti yesi a charge mo china mo mayi mo ho ano panifo mra manyi mo ho ano anwia ne se efe ne no bu bie no ba 10,000 no oje 5,000 no oje 3,000 na oje dwarfs betwe sika se o china manya asem bia mu odu anko kan che panifo a eno ne issue a aba da bia etu e ho fo se wokọ park na se ye hyewa enya nko ana team no opɛ da bi ye momodi an se ye be hye en ho so 0244 408046 0244 408046 and 0244 408354 0244 408354 frana for adventure ebra e wosa eye ensem yenu an ye ora that Simpson etwetwe ho komo wa homa ne so no. Hello, good morning.
Morning,
Simple Baga.
Simple Baga ni asem kedeni.
Simple Baga yenti hotel yanko yanim.
Yo, me na ba na fema me channel be japo. Kana to wa promote. Ene na mi me na ba omu charge mu yi. They say that the platform no. SS support Ghana. It is 24 charge do as a pay. Support the dia wa to bua na we let the dia in Spanish. What better mo wonder. Ya in Africa Brazil no. Go, you say any abre. They mo bia ma ba ka ba party so. So mu charge mu yi. They no mo to papa. Yes, what better mo wonder.
Meda say, hello, good morning.
Salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, komsheni.
Miss Ruby.
Komsheni, me hu ye pa.
Yo, Miss Ruby, the master me watching you there. Ye na ye mbepe there, ye boko parka, ye bonhu the mazia. To be super other preachers way. But those bound now, wa bound the one, wa preaching now, what's the club license now, what's it? Pitching in yet, Sibio, Munyanta, or centering that say equal in certain park ya will be premier would be a year share cotocone in certain man, what ball would be. No issue will be to Mensah what was fair division. Etum, I can't the pitching yet. Ne upon the premier wobba, Usman Keke and Wenwa. No, that be moving woman, Sati. I did you know when open was smart. The grouse were bound. In that China was the Musha what I will premium, no Musha how would pay division, not how was in there or you're satisfied the one book pay division. No, what would premium about some open work at any grapple. When you say,
hello, good morning.
Morning, it's reading.
Me pacho, bossa bene.
This is after the dinner. Continue about the work. So, actually, in the past year, all the fishing one or do not what they on you this year. Now, you start said the idea what would be a female would be no. If I just one ball or do more female or do not what you know. No, in fact, then it's papa. Because actually, people make the back on time. And the now, if you drive something, also be big now. Send one or who she met them to start more now with it. I oh, let me go on Jan one should understand that. Then go market. I am the best to try to go. I will be taking work for you or do the let's one thing for what my Madia. I know on to that's but I
say hello, good morning.
Ghana's first women sports presenter, a host and a commentator. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Asha Khalifa, the taxi driver.
Okay, I'm Sandra, a fast free meal Premier League now. Minimum, they say that quarters of almost have 2 division one, the one they cannot tell. I will charge the area or may charge you Sandra because say preventing referees and all of that. The area they will be charged. But another more can me part almost park on grass nenya na assistance nenya
grass no
enye oh say grass no money yastic there me no man yadwe honestly because then you say your hamatan you so nto what I say ana saa mo di space we ya kan se park no bi no ho abi de no ana mo prove say ya fam bo na so many and no onima and besides division 1 even premier league their pitches are no good. I mean, how much more say division 1 club like what can I say I mean the grass in there oko be on now mo park on to the extent say it was like in the case study a whole kotoko akobo e wo futuro no ba ka say buso drive se mane bo futuro jene de ene de mo nkwa mo mrebe ene de ye ntwe ene no bo but charge ne de like nyina ditum na pitch na mo ban ne say nyane de masa hwehwe ni mu no mo ye no honom no ketekuru ne nkofo hwehwe ni mu nkoten ne adwuma
me da say I'm sure say club license and board ne ye adwuma ntino even Swadro cross so pitch no maka ho asem ntino I know say the Premier League size no mo so benya wo mo so a share of the letters no as to where omo pitches ne nyema hodo bia any in good state. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
A co-sponsor.
Yes, sir.
Co-sponsor it you.
I'm the main anything beyond and Tiakotakwa, when I will ban him for Kakama, Emma, who I can akwanche. So, Abana, when I wanted of the matches in Baba, Nana, Ajin, same arena, I know what you call.
You
Rachel Dado Kama, we are in Charlie. And see, but from with about on Famba.
Okay, Joka.
Ready, bye bye.
Yo, Joka for you, Yadamase, say more stadium, more Joka. All right, my fine Siwaha. Now I am a Ramo, the UEFA Champions League in the movie. So many local news, ye babe analyze the sports minister wa kan sempi national team no nyo bi adia enyo bi adia nya FDA Ghana fo nyina ye dia wa kan sempi na no e dia fa ho any all interesting news e fifie ba no ye de din na ho nsem no e de ba nti e ba na fa UEFA Champions League and 4 matches e to dwa no ya ba ababedi e ho enkomo e dia ma
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The sports king. The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The sports king.
Kastle FM.
Feel up.
Messages nibbling from Afe and so I say good morning, Miss Ruby. Can you please give me Madrid squad for today? Yes, sir. FKK the squad no Eddie Atudra already for you. And when him say on second squad no or about around 6:10. So it was before FKK. Eddie I'm on 70 bantino. I hope say when ya ehon no say good morning. Miss Adams, please. I want to ask that
For better for worse.
it's if a player scores an own goal in this elimination stage of the Champions League, would it be added to the person's goal in the competition? Oh, that be now go there and you go. If yes, then what about those not playing in this stage? Nana is my name from Kamfwa. Nana, own go, new go, own go, new go. Please. Good morning, Mr. Please, tonight match between Madrid and City is going to be tough, but Madrid will win because Asensio will stand in for Rudiger. All right. Good morning, Miss Ruby. Real Madrid are going hands down. Okay, Hala Madrid are going to win hands down. Hala Madrid, and it's from Bonkus, and I'll do it. So they are Bawaha. And good morning, Miss Ruby. It's me, 04 from UCC. Today, Madrid and PSG match will be a drawn game. Okay. And hello, good morning, Miss Ruby. Champion Miss Ruby, how are you doing and your crew? The cross score for today's game between Manchester City and Madrid is 4-2 in favor of Madrid. This is the odds for the game. Boys, they shouldn't joke with it. The name is Otuga inside Semi when I greet Selena and my junior brother Kwame Bosheba and also Yawudi Abba Ewaha and so and no Makwana Fe Osman Edin Komo and so Ewa Hono Bibia audio no come up ha. 0244-743-143 0244-743-143 Foul message ne fa hobra ebe kenkan di amount games ne 5:45 Brestois aka Brest time woman PSG where your French affair in France wo be there omo de bebo ani Juventus 8 p.m. host PSV Eindhoven and Manchester City Real Madrid also at 8 p.m. and Sporting CP against Borussia Dortmund. And also they said yeah, and one sem no etie ewo ho and ntino ahye so etumi ede amame. Ye be din komo ni ahwe eye predictions ne mu di amount so the games ne be sia kwa wie no ye de mu nsem nyina no so no ebetumi ede aba. Enwa Inter Milan also won their game in the Serie A no na nka mo beti pa but the 3-0 no mo she mu win 2-1 3 points there but now nka mo sum gu o mo tere ne bi nanka eye atika so now Napoli with 55 points, Inter Milan with 54 points. Wow. Hey, Seriano Conte versus where your friends say Inzaghi it's look me some pa enye fedia grow cra enye fedia grow Osman
Mr. Ruby
Conte Inzaghi
yes.
Conte Inzaghi
Conte is my account oban leg ninja na anu ze boa obotum na wa yuma na wa but everybody leg na say Inter Milan the which are defending champions, quality to quality, player to player, pedigree, history to history. Inter obviously will have that upper hand. No? Until one point, I make the weekend points and Napoli will drop you against Udinese. No, we know how I do Nankasa, know how I do because we offer them 3 points now. At least in Kastle now, a 3-point extension. No, able to make a breathing space in the Kakra. Now I enjoy your game, but for Inter getting to know perfectly there, this year competition no mobile no. It means they are going to fight. And this year, they've not been playing that good. And that's one thing that is clear. And the Yambo coach about at least Watson, who when you have 3 points now, the most important thing. So pick any win, be our home, no coin. Now, Ruby, Yamba UEFA Champions League, and the games near as well, Bekodo. Now, interestingly, and then arguably, the biggest of the fixtures, Manchester City versus Real Madrid. Other than then you bring now be an attention no obekodu honum and the European royalty that is Real Madrid versus another team and also Orban was in there when it comes to a team that is also all trying the best there or creates that ambience around their club also at least in the last 2 years in Champions League once we to more GBA then Manchester City obviously would also be there once about 2 minutes. Yeah, born about into 2 clubs now will be share no. Their magnitude don't wait. I was but in terms of this competition no, or yaza or sir, especially with Real Madrid because when it comes to this competition now, when you any close contender, take number of Champions League awards compared to that of Manchester City. I don't know that my differences now. Or two no order between these two sides in now won't them no. And Ruby before I share match facts no easy or tactics home common no. Yeah, sure the 2 clubs now this season. You compare and you contrast when you na. Or yaza, afi inyamana is shut down kwenye from 2 clubs in no. However, if Real Madrid it will be definitely you would give it to the coach because numbers way to master you how he's been able to manage the squad no. And end up back Champions League at least we could do this stage or honor. Urban La Liga now or to more sir because you start season way no. Na Mbappe abaka team no ho and then yɛbɛhu the exclusion another the absence of Toni Kroos no yɛbɛhu the imbalance ana ɔkɔdo wɔ team nim especially with Jude Bellingham last season na otumo a lot of the goals no but after do baby no na was that more defensive work no was abasha boy no kɔne there onje mane follow attackers a wo enyim honom no ayi Mbappe Vinicius Rodrigo mo Brahim Diaz mo wontum na wonye adwuma no nto do baby no na ha wadwene kakra and then they had to find ways and means they will get back into the play no na nyama wa konkan and yen nyina yɛbɛgya to mu there in recent weeks we no say ehwe affront honom na the interpositional play otum okodo wo honom mesma players wotum na wasisa won san no position mu kogina de na ye begina ha dey and na wo no at least attacking sense no say Real Madrid they've been able to improve and that is one thing very clear at the time I know why you find that balance no and an injury situation for the defensive aspect no so be man ho do nti na munyu ka say obi obahwe game bia no osozema Real Madrid that is because they don't have central defenders are available with the exception of Raul Asensio. On the crown point, he has to take the injury situation as a coach in your GC there. Boy, mo bona wotum na wabo. In the better part of the season in Yanano, Abasha 1 away paper Militao, he's been off. Rudiger bought consistently for some number of months and then weeks. But in recent times, no so no so David Alaba we pro for a long time. He got back into the team. After just a few games, one boy a lot of the games in Impono were training grounds now pra and then was also a continental view. So that has been the hallmark of Real Madrid. Actually, Dani Carvajal, no so ACL injury way to Nawenya. It's also going a long way to affect the team. Lucas Vazquez Bobo, however, no performance is possible. Ruby or Teden. No so what to make a pro kakra honoma. In the game, no about to know miss or honum. And for me, I'll give it to Carlo Ancelotti because for you to go through this situation, now you still manage the La Liga no able to na akwato do what top table honomono. Ruby is something that is good you coach na badu. But say about Champions League now. Real Madrid are the defending champions. And last season you were kwana wasi wafada en route to the finals wako just won na no. Shejuma wotu mokoye in the Champions League. Group stages for the first time in their history. Waboya when lose game honum. In fact, one drop of points in Pono. So perfect record no wotum boya ya was ko nenyim. And they did that so brilliantly. But this season, Madrid started Champions League in the new format I boy no. Oyaza Madrid wotum will lose 3 matches or honum, which is so unlike them. And he had to take the final game of Madrid waboya and Sana. Wotum na will qualify and wotum won your mainstay in the competition. Sanka Madrid won yanka top 8 no. Now coach wotum na waka hubi. But this is football for you. But then the end justify the means. So this sums up how a Madrid for one season no. I feel we tum na wako. Opponent or you know that is why Manchester City, Miss Ruby. Another team this season they started brilliantly because the entire when the Manchester City was starting league now and 10 times we tum na wako accord the sir. But this season for the bare 2 months, 3 months into the season no, not Premier League no they were cruising. They were doing quite okay. Champions League numbers and shada bad. But from the month of November, Ziba December, Ziba January, Manchester City they've never been the same. A club or do baby no, now you compare it with the likes of Real Madrid and the Juma Wotum na waye no. When also an injury to Rodri became their problem and not coaching him from hindsight there. Rodri has been a player born here bonus or kopra, not somebody from Manchester City. He would always them cause them that more problem no. Not once one who to na wako or honum. And then it's happened for them that Brent Konya that ACL injury no. And they were to know expose Manchester City for a lot of times no. In fact, we can even still talk about Manchester City team in the someone went to know why proper additions into the team. Because one, now coach in the future no wasn't clear. Until ontum go and sign the players in the summer no ontum on cotton for 1 year. Into onja ino family new coach obaba no na kasa mba no recruitment or penti one sign player Ike Gundogan was in the bay no na oromba mba ye main starter in the team but Orobabo as an ancillary player no we tum na wabo. But Ruby, unfortunately for them no as na quiet there this season the absence of Rodri no most of the players in Yasumpo no they've not come to the party. Until feel for Jana year season no na wa judge he was the best player in the Premier League no or we any performances in the Premier League from 2024 starting no and now then until January wait na Brenton started there all man no hondo kakra Savio mo be share team no mu no one inclusion in Shadara Mwe bebrebe o honom Jeremy Doku one way player we all know his style of play Erling Haaland if the team is not functioning now only one of those strikers no to conjure magic and that's a bit of a problem for them Ekwetu honom so injuries has also worried Manchester City kakra but then now players wotum was one but still now Josco Vadio no and okoye play bia na otum no oye no ho a na oboa but no so Ruby actually in recent times now he mostly would enjoy there onkoye attacking option than obe defend wo honum and that has been a challenge for Manchester City to in the long run no into one also in the Champions League no he has to take them their last game against Club Brugge. It was a game Brugge for their first goal and San City for by in the second half no and that man turn around no tum no kodo honum in the City for now Ruby they've been struggling and the last game against Leyton Orient from the League 2 side you know we saw what happened in that game. Considering the first goal, he had to change some changes by coach or 2 more years no and San to win the game by 2-1. So for club Manchester City, we know their scorecard. They are not brimming with confidence. But now this season is shut down so honum. And that is one thing a coach know him perfectly there. This is a situation I want to cast was one to ma. In the 1 year Real Madrid so wo after this round Genesis or the Krotum na ofimo honum into be one first show of the problems are what about running to the game honum now me should be may share some of the match facts around this game way. This is going to be the 4th time in the last 4 seasons these 2 clubs way tum na we share honum and as I show you the history of European football another Champions League another UEFA Cup another European Cup now this is also the 4th fixture we tum na wa kodo honum. The first one we to Mwabo by 4 times no was Deportivo La Coruña versus Juventus right from 2000 to 2004. Those features say yeah to a chedo honoma wo to Mwabo. Yebenya Chelsea versus Liverpool from 2004 to 2008. Once 5 times no and I wotum na wo share honum. And yebenya Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid once 4 times from 2013. And I was going to Moshe 2017. Now, no, from 2021 to 2025, no, Manchester City versus Real Madrid, no so I asked for the 4th time, this game way all Baba Chedu or Honum, and that makes it very interesting now. Because we've witnessed them, their greatness and how I will see. I cannot one game see no try then no ask name you witness another one no so about Kodu or Honum. This is going to be the 13th time, UEFA Champions League. Manchester City will be Real Madrid or honum. Now Ruby interestingly no Manchester City will tum na we win 4 times against Real Madrid and Madrid will lose 5 and afei no draw na acquire 5 and lose na acquire 3 am Real Madrid or honum. In the 13 times we tum we share in UEFA Champions League competitions no Manchester City win 4 Real Madrid lose 3 yes and draw na acquire 5 times or honum. So I'm more interested in honum into upon the opponents are married way shown in the Champions League history no. This is the worst percentage. I'm married way to when 25% no, and I way to na when against club Manchester City. Interper clubs are married way to make in the champion for a very long time now against Manchester City no. 1 win percentage no oyaza otum na owo form honum into Madrid will be guarded against this recorder no so otum na other honum no. Now Ruby despite that Madrid will to may lose 3 times in the 12 matches a while against Manchester City no oyaza Madrid will to na wabo home buzzing in the last 3 years in the knockout stages no will to na way Manchester City for no was one name into interesting games are way to wabo na Madrid want to na 1 win bebe no. But then in those round of 4 years, wins and once we tum na when you know, or as I once we tum na wabo home was na in the way tum na way Manchester City was one name by 3 times of Honoma. City for once to be a bit careful with this recorder, no so tum na other Honomono. Then again to no Manchester City, another Real Madrid playing against the English opponent, no Ruby no see another record and no so other very interesting. Real Madrid against English opponents, be it Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, and also the Manchester City no oyaza once we to my bomb was in 13 times and I wait to na knockout stages no where English clubs no was one name. It is only German clubs no and 16 times mad wait to na why in say German clubs na mad for pound asking what to watch one na the next immediate country another nation no or the English Peninsula another English nations no another teams no and Manchester Real Madrid wotum na wash on to 13 times and wotum na wakwa year that fit no now so yes in the last year 4 seasons in the Champions League now oyaza Real Madrid wotum na wabo wo hum bozin watch on Liverpool no and wotum na wo yi won film 2020-21 in the knockout stages no wo yi won film 2021-2022 against Chelsea, Manchester City, and then Liverpool en route to win the Champions League. No, Madrid to me share these 3 English clubs. Ninya was 1-2 do hono, and after what one was in 2022-2023 season, Liverpool and Chelsea, Madrid was 1-1 level hono, and after 2023-2024 season, Madrid creates a chain or club away from Manchester City. Wotum na wo yi won film in the Champions League. So Ruby, this is about how these clubs were wotum share one wotum na woye and how Real Madrid were fair against the English clubs no. So once they have this at the back of their mind there, irrespective of the squad that is about kono say upper hand against the English clubs now, then straightforward no Madrid definitely would have that advantage that going into the game no, they will try to do better. Now me should be share BB wade with regards to all players are available and how they are going to shape up no. For me I'll start with Real Madrid. Just as you two na ye lay bed the fact about your Madrid team no tactically coach and then you brought too much there or a genius or honor because now he's going to go into the game on Konya or a team that is going to be well balanced or honor. But I will take a cue from a game I watched between Madrid and then Atletico Madrid or honor. And that was a game Madrid didn't get their best defensive aspect going into that game no. But the corner we see what for that was a boy in Ruby or as a team no club or from Real Madrid or Honum. In the first half game, no, now it was a bit balanced between the two sides, no. But in the second half, no, it was all about Real Madrid. So for me, any other team to have won that game, no, I would definitely have gone in for Real Madrid because in the second half, no, Wotum will take advantage from the attacking front, no, created a lot of the scoreable opportunities, no. But unfortunately, goals in the win to not one share. Mbappe share one goal, Honum. But Jude Bellingham to my ball. Crossbar with Oya header will create a lot of the openings, no. Jano Black to make a lot of the saves in that game, no. In the second half, it was all about Real Madrid, and that game, no, was limited opponent to just one shot on target. Let's be clear in our minds in that game, no. And to actually Madrid with the same setup, no, definitely they can go in with that more imbalance in the team, no. Now we're turning our kwakwe jumano. And to Miss Ruby, what should they do? For me, I feel that against Manchester City, I want to put that sharp attack, no. Attackers are once that 1 year a lot that's good with honum. Not in the sense that Haaland count and really him, but I'm combine with them team as a unit. Savinho the numbers this season no is not that great to honum. Phil Foden is not been the player you who previously in about 2025 for you know. No so I started there. All my that numbers no. Erling Haaland on any good day, certain function there, Otumo mo goals no. Into Ruby, say market City for one attack over 100%. Ebia 75% no. And some of these attackers no. Now against all Real Madrid defensive setup, ever could be a makeshift no. And no, they would definitely have issues. Kakra or no. Courtois in the goalpost no. Obviously 100%. You know what he's able to do for the team. But then say Shoye Fran Garcia against ATM no what prefer or no ahead of Mendia. Then for me, checking the performances now, he was that good or honum. Raul Asensio definitely will become the leader for the central defensive pair with Chouameni and Valverde in place of Lucas Vazquez. You know, they should be able to be very formidable enough. But against the attacking options of Manchester City, you know, I want to issue some about honum because the moment I should be pressure about to defenders in one, no, or as I over to now. Manchester City way too but the kind of coordination I've seen, the kind of compactness mehu Chouameni when he's also in that game na sanu bonmu ye pana Ruby otuma bono hombozin. That's one thing I very clear, especially in partnership with Raul Asensio. You know, sometimes you know, yes, you don't get the best out of them, but in most occasions you know, it looks as if the understanding no yaza utum na oxo enyo honum into akobanda mana say your opponents are who defense setup no ontum na onkwenyim kesena. Ruby, what should you do? You make sure the obanda midfield battle na anytime biano you are supposed to be there. Akobanda mana Jude Bellingham and otum na obre because in the game no say I should attacking front of Madrid na Vinicius and tackling. Mbappe is not good with tackling. Rodrigo, he's not good with tackling. In any case biano Jude Bellingham, on your pressure no to about 100 there. Oban play on to no onfa dama energetic levels no onfa dama tackle no function na he is the player time be not my cooperator obre because the others now wait honom no one shot that one bon bebrebe wo honom e ho na ma ye Sibayos ne importance to Real Madrid team no otum na obamiye one because Ruby say actually most of these clubs now you want a player obotum na why ye that much screening job no into akoba da na unfair lot of physicality in function bo no mbo but about the passes in terms of long range passes, short range passes, no. Yentum na yama 10% of the game, no to one call fast or honum. Yambo counter breaks na is something that's Sibayos so tum na oye. Never yana partnership with Oye Kamavinga in the game. Ruby, trust me, definitely up and the midfield battle now. We've seen what Manchester City for once in the way to Nawakwakoye. They don't have Oye that tenacity, no. Want to one ball for 90 minutes. In a better part of the game, what about 25 minutes, 30 minutes now. Na afei them changes no wetum na wakwakobo won into the moment I'm Madrid wetum na make sure the midfield no obagina do ye no then Ruby trust me Madrid definitely no will get that more protection no for the players na bogo echiri hono no and afei up front one so why clinical enough obviously they are going to be there in this sense you know I've not talked about the full backs no another the wing backs no and I am talking about Ferran Garcia and then Federico Valverde. These are two players I should be pressable to know about one do because players are all rings one no. The fact that the one shot that 1 years no, Mr. Jude Bellingham would always be in contention there. Uncle make that my clearances no, that my more paps no. Some moment I'll be Breno, necessity to may take advantage with you one no na. Obotum na wa hawadrin. But then with Valverde ni experience or one no. Definitely on one shot how I but Ferran Garcia in this magnitude of the games no Ruby a lot to be desired of him. Now for Manchester City this season we know their problem. It has always been about their midfield. The cement another glue over to now combining the defensive setup no and attacking front no that is the issue. Until the ball no they enjoy to over possess the ball no be bebe ohonum yen pass yen tum na yen kwanyim but the moment our opponent are over shan one over the ball no another will take on the midfield of Manchester City no aya na pressure no we tum na wakwa ball ohonum especially on counter breaks no into against Club Brugge yehu bi ohonum against Arsenal we saw it a lot of the times you know and the pressure na City fun one we tum na watch ohonum especially from the right back on Matthew Nunes no akwana nde nyimbru no mahwe akwana Vinicius over for that obe take advantage of where that man situation no and Ruby obe interesting boy no performance I mentioned that menu and Jim honum but then the moment and also have a very good day no then indeed no, he should be able to try his best today eduma no na so botum na wakwa koboa na wakwa koye it's in better part of the game no
okay.
Ruby I feel there the two teams in and the imbalance no I also to no honum but comparing City and then Real Madrid, you know, I feel the Madrid team no is more suitable because and then in those regard, no, at least they managed to get some of the results now. Favorable no, but for Manchester City under the knife no, pressure no, otum na other one do. Into the Kovacic no, nejuma no obodo so honum. But one thing Madrid definitely would have to guard against in your day. Ruby Madrid against the big sides this season no. In fact, results in shada favorable. And to check them against FC Barcelona. Games are boy no against Atletico Madrid. I think this season Atletico Madrid 4 points off for Real Madrid honum. I mean these are some of the things now. All
right, Osman.
Ruby or a game I feel two sides in no. Definitely be able to go honum because Mbappe the numbers no Vinicius no confidence. Rodrigo for me he's the mainstay of the team for Real Madrid. No so the numbers this season on his left foot no 13 goals and away to na wash all things being equal no. I expected that Manchester City will try to do their best. That this game will won't lose or honum. But for me, I feel the favorites going into this particular fashion, Miss Ruby, obviously by Real Madrid, you know, but both teams to score. You better reaction as a game now pay a drawer on your one. But any team to win this game, no, definitely are going for Real Madrid into this particular fixture.
All right.
Kakrebi.
Mama FKK Mrem got that game. Why spending a lot of time on this game? I don't know if FKK or Kakraka or who. FKK. Madrid. Osman Akabe Wakani Antino. Osman, yeah, quick one on the remaining games.
Mr. B, Echo France, Brest against PSG. Now PSG for one form now when you know. For me, I feel that very interesting pa. And ball our bono and confirm way who ye. And game our bono coach now support the boys now say experiences you know. Gradually they are getting there. I love the style of play and how our game to work on. Brest for the mission maker they have outperformed themselves. because for you to get into the Champions League, now a team now are born a bit down stage where easy. For me, kudos to them. But this is the end of our year club award from our breast in the Champions League. Oh yes, this is going to be the end game for them. Because the last time I went to the recently I was show in the French League no, watching if you PSG question by 5-2. And a first round PSG by 3-1. Yes, for a Champions League, they will do their best, do everything possible. Maybe the best they can do in this game, they will try to limit the number of goals. PSG overshare. One has to watch 1 goal, over 2 now are born. But I feel the PSG stage away, and how our boys will to now find one rhythm. Goals are what to watch, especially with the likes of Osman Dembele, Bradley Bakola Mo, Eshoye, this South Korean guy Lee Mo, Ejuma Wotumoye, even Goncalo Ramos Mo, Ejuma Wotumoye and Ruby. I feel that they are doing very well. The number of Pacho, Marquinhos, João Neves, Nuno Mendes, these are top players. Our own performances, also in so complacency are set in, especially knockout games. Bibi Abotum now we see. And American so complete and set in because they wanna say about too much open too much in 8. Why don't buy your day their wages or your soft into a corner a coach for one. But Ruby, they should guard against that. But in the game, I think I'll go in for a straight win for a PSG in that game also.
Okay, FKK, Juventus will game ne Dortmund sumo game in your prediction.
I think Juve buy do not write some off. I wish I'm a final game on boy na. And Shedan Kuyam Farmo. I mean, before na Napoli di can show man sana mutina Emma Benfica ever to show more was a final game no. Pavlidis, Samson Abante Fena Coachu, omo Esha 2 goals no over Juve, omo Tifie, our more intimate anti-back. Granted, the moment this draw by a Fishers and by an almost Juve serious. Enti and on better now my PSV and hoving for no. You are more etime dear fear, but we Juventus this is a stage unyas opportunity now you make up to it. Then now so what me asa was so be. And after that defeat, and I think say more make up last 2 games or more above 4-1. It was ruthless, emphatic over Empoli, and more share and sana almost out to a combo. Omo shada enya dear Francesco Fabregas or bre. But Juve Eko Kunya the most important thing, victory, 3 points. Kolomweni by no so looking back in your koye and so etimi edi emano. Me expect it. Say PSV and Hoving for no, they will come and score a goal. The Becca and say Juve for no. Among so betimi I clinical in front of goals. Adia how in the Champions League, your more attackers, when you start mentioning names, they have names or a name Abacas at least also could me push more to that stage in terms of scoring the goals, and also push it to Juventus at least. Can't that first 18 park me do but and your man farm because they have an experience and as an inexperienced coach in the shape of Thiago Motta. I feel no about on also do e Bologna no. I feel no person or share now team. Adia back also high Juve dia ha big teams no bebre injuries ahomu ye pa and so how Marcadius Milik Kalulu for no akwa ye injury list with thigh injury Cabal and so be make say Bremer there I think so ko chen yache then Abrantia on also a friend Andre Cambiaso and also so e want injury there aha Juventus this season. But for me, as I said earlier, we are Juventus now we have opportunity playoff phase moving nessa ko anim couple run of 16 now when you're manageable side I will be timing na bona wetimi ayesa adwuma Thiago Motta I feel say pressure no better no so yepe wom sort touring and na elbow home ne there but me expect so betimi win this game no Colom wanted to score so hope will be at any time the obe share goal for Juventus Colom one obetimi asheme expect Westy McKennie yield this more consik saw and as a consika mo also mo TC form the midfield shape ne there I think say Turam Ulian Marcus Turam Ninuano or young dear but to share a partnership with Douglas Lewis now I think say it's okay the now can say some coordination between the midfield no any of my attackers no chances no beba bebre now almost are converting ye Dusan Vlahovic obviously be from bench beba no so be key up double chance for Juventus to win this game but PSV and Hoven me expect so mbenya a goal, probably 2-1 for Juventus.
Another game and then no so na yefa.
I think say Osman Ayebreswa.
Yeah, aka Sporting it.
Okay, Sporting CP, yes, and Borussia Dortmund. Ruby mentioned that me I'm tempted to believe say Borussia Dortmund betimi akwa akoye adwuma no at least anye be a point because Sporting CP omo lusu sa magical touch no de omo ekwan omo fa so chi city awie omo for ye nyina ye hui then na a certain Ruben Amorim no born a final game saying goodbye to the fraternity or Sporting CP and no show an emphatic and no share a coin of fast or Man City for who chromo pana na no ya ding but a free one on bano at least on and off a year resource be in the Omo Kasa Portuguese in the Obeka say Omo you okay because Omo last 3 games and it's been okay Omonya 2-0 v3 ewo hobako Omo babe ball 1-1 with Bologna the final round of game my boy our Champions League yemo then 3-0 back in a Portuguese Premier League ano 3-1 and kwashe Bobo from Farense and San almost have a boy 1-1 to say na mekano but 1-1 it was against Porto and side game no kwaji 2 red cards but omu timi make up 80 nya sad draw no in fact omu ne take the lead no and San 90+4 Abrantia friend loader kokonya equalizer no dia ma FC Po 20 omofra no moesan and in the Champions League ne dia aye monyo for Bobo from FC Po and I say Sporting CP but with Borussia Dortmund men konkohwe Bundesliga no okosha obe sadle no mo and I say obe switch off from this fish I say a straight win for a Sporting CP but in the Champions League I think that they've done a young man's job and that is why me huni say me fancy omo in fact omo final game no na man for route for Shakhtar Donetsk and be an a point omo the baba but they coin omo fast so 3-1 the match Shakhtar Donetsk no I'm not saying so omo overwhelming favorite over a Sporting CP but me huni say Dortmund betimi akwa konya draw in that game but it will be a scoring draw because there will be goals and be 2 goals 3 goals but if says will be winner Sporting is so muti home or Melbourne on be person be make up and the back probably be 52-48 in favor of Sporting CP but draw looks likely in this game.
I'll go to
yes I'll go to
okay
yes.
All right I'll say Blue Moon you saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart without a love of my own. Miss Ruby, we know today's game will be tough for the Citizens, but Man City will come out victorious. So say Man City Citizen and come for another Diano Ede Abba. And I say good morning, Miss Ruby. And PSG will win. Okay, we'll win against Brest. And by 3-1. Madrid and City will be 2-2. Juventus will win PSV by 2-1. And Sporting will win Dortmund by 3-2. Nyaka ni ochina why ntino nyambo chani aka say AC Milan and Feyenoord will be a draw. Okay. Ademu okay Frakan Musa AK cash out or payment. Okay ntino cash out and the free NG Training College and ordinary no Ede Abba Ewaha. Good morning incoming. I say my team Man City is winning tonight. Tell your boy Daniel Acha inside Adi Sadel and I say good morning Miss Ruby. Today, Man City will win against Madrid. I'm Simple Kwame from Kakumdo. And all the way, Ede Abba. Yamre Fiena Face. So, Osman, continue when the end of see.
Yes.
I think that the race is on. It's on between Napoli and Inter Milan. It's, you know, Atlanta for informing Kamu because 5 points. Okay, but still they are also in the race. So, Napoli 55, Inter 54, Atlanta 50. Tomomi and Sana say no Serie title no one more April ho yemre fie na fie medi nkomo wo fi local news a ya boabo ano ne mu
na omani hu hiam na Ghana man oyame na wo yenze